Good afternoon, everyone. In previous classes, we had learned about first aid in nursing foundation. Under first aid, burns is another topic. Today, we are going to discuss about burns. What is burns? Burns is defined as a wound caused by exogenous agent leading to coagulative necrosis of the tissue. Skin plays key roles in protecting the body from injury, infection, and in maintaining body temperature. Our skin plays a main key role for protecting the body from injury, infection, and maintaining body temperature. The skin consists of two layers. The skin is made up of two layers. Outer layer is epidermis and inner layer dermis and after fatty tissues, that is subcutaneous fat. The epidermis is protected by an oily substance called sebum secreted from sebaceous gland. The sebum is secreted from sebaceous gland which helps the skin supple and waterproof. What are the causes of burns? A burn is an injury caused by dry heat such as fire, a piece of hot metal or the sun. Causes of burns. Thermal burns. Under thermal burns, dry heat, contact burn, flame burn, moist heat, smoke and inhalational injury. What is dry heat? Dry heat such as fire, a piece of hot metal or the sun. Contact burn means if any object charged with a high tension electric current or by lightning. And after that, flame burn, any fire, and moist heat. And after smoke and inhalational injury. Smoke and inhalational injury. While asthma patient, they are used inhaler. So in that time, if they take more doses, they are suffered with this burns. We are commonly seen in asthma patients. Inhalational injuries. And smoke means in cigarettes, smoking is injurious to health, but it causes cancer. But everyone don't think about that. They are smoke. In smoking persons also, these burns will cause infection. And after that, these burns are destruction of the skin and blister formations are there, reddening of the skin, destruction of the deeper tissues, pain is there, pain is very severe, and immediately danger from shock, which may be severe and made worse by the intense pain and by loss of conscious. Okay, when a person clothing catches fire, approach him holding a rug, blanket, coat or table cover in front of you for protection. Wrap it around him, lay him flat and so smother the flames. If a person clothing catches fire when alone, he should roll on the floor smothering the flames with the nearest available wrap and call for assistance. Clothing may be set on fire by standing too close to an electric fire or by carelessness in the kitchen. You should lay the casualty down with the burning side up as soon as possible to prevent flames sweeping upwards. Alternatively, wrap the casualty tightly in a coat, curtain, or blanket or rug or heavy fabric. And do not use nylon or other inflammable materials to smother the flames. And do not roll the casualty along the ground as this can cause burning of previously unharmed areas. If your own clothes catch fire, help is not immediately available. Extinguish the flames by wrapping yourself up tightly in suitable material and lying down. And after that, chemical burns, acids and alkali. Acids such as sulfuric acid, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. These cause burns. And while using these chemicals, we must carefully use and carefully handle it. Alkalis example, caustic soda, caustic potash and strong ammonia or quicklime. Cold burns example, frostbite. Radiation and sunburns also cause burning sensation will be there, reddening of the skin will be there, or some have skin allergies are there. In that cases we seen these burns. Scalds are caused by moist heat due to boiling water, steam. During this covid, everyone do steaming. In steaming also, over steaming they cause burns or burning sensation of the skin. So be carefully while using these steamers and boiling water. If you drink boiling water very hot, you have burn in the throat. So don't use over boiling water, just use warm water. Burns may be superficial or deep. Superficial burns involve skin and blister formation. All other burns are deep burns. Only superficial burns only involves the skin and blister formation or any redness. If any other burns means they are deep burns. Assessment of burn. How to assess the burns? Rule of 9. Area percentage. Head and neck 9% and each upper limb 9%. Front of trunk 18% and back of trunk 18%. Each lower limb 18%. Perineum 1%. For example, if when a person come to the hospital with a full of burns, that means front of trunk he has burn front of trunk and each lower limb. And what is the percentage of burn? How to calculate the percentage? Front of trunk 18% and each lower limb 18%, and his percentage is 36. Okay, you have to calculate this manner. And after that, signs and symptoms of burn. Already we seen burning sensation will be there, reddening of skin will be there, and after that any blister formations form in superficial burns, and skin is black in color in deep burn, and after that shock. And degrees of burns. Degrees of burns are classified according to the area and depth of the injury. Any casualty with burns covering an area greater than 2 to 3 centimeters. Burns deeper than the surface of the skin or burns arising from electrical contact must be referred to a doctor or hospital. Area. The area of a burn gives a rough guide as to whether or not a casualty is likely to suffer shock. The greater the area involved, the greater the possibility of shock. Because of greater fluid loss, for example, another wire-fit adult casualty with a superficial burn covering 9% or more of the body surface will need hospital treatment. Depth of burns. There are 3 levels of burning: superficial, intermediate or deep. Note, the severity of a burn depends upon both the area it covers and its depth. Depending upon the area it covers and depth, we have to calculate the percentage of the and severity of a burn. In superficial burns, these burns involve only superficial layer of the skin. That means the symptoms mainly we observe redness, swelling, and extreme tenderness, and swelling. This type of burn usually heals well. These burns involve the formation of blisters, may be intact or broken with an area of surrounding redness. If the blisters may be broken, they may be spreading to the surroundings and cause redness or swelling. Intermediate burns may become infected, so medical aid should be sought. Deep burns means burns involve all layers of skin. Already we know, we already read how many layers of the skin: epidermis, dermis and subcutaneous fat. And these deep burns involves all layers of the skin. So deep burns always require medical attention. If superficial burns means we have to treat in home only, And intermediate burns means we have to, these are not serious, but we have to go medical attention. And deep burns compulsory require medical attention. And after that, first aid measures. What are the first aid measures for burns? And this is the third degree burns and fourth degree burns, very serious. So complete compulsory medical attention needed. And after that, management or first aid measures. Stop the burning process. First we have to stop the burning process. Put out the fire by dousing with water or wrapping the person in a blanket or rug. The blanket or rug is to be held in front of the person. Do not allow the person on fire to run about, especially into fresh air. After that, cool the area with tap water with continuous irrigation for 20 minutes. First we have to stop the burning process, and after that cool the area with tap water with continuous irrigation for 20 minutes. And indications are moderate and severe burns. Indications of admission in burns. How to, if a person comes with a burns, you have to identify moderate or severe burns or airway burns of any type, burns in extremes of age, all electrical or deep chemical burns. If chemical burns, acids, alkalis and acids and alkalis. Acids are already we read. Acids examples: sulfuric acid, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Alkalis are caustic soda, caustic potash, strong ammonium and quicklime. In that, protein injury by hydrolysis, thermal injury is made with skin contact. And treatment, late neutralization with antidote done by 0.2% acetic acid in alkali burns, sodium bicarbonate or calcium gluconate for acid burns. In electrical burns, the greatest heat occurs at the points of resistance, that is at entrance and exit wounds. Dry skin equal to greater resistance minus wet skin equal to less resistance. Longer the contact, the greater the potential of injury. Removing clothing, jewelry and leather items and treat any visible injuries. And local management is open method, closed method, tangential excision. That means open method means, if local management means if superficial burns are there, we must apply ointment, silver sulfadiazine without any dressings, commonly used in burns of face and neck. Mefenide acetate and silver nitrate can be used. These are the ointments for superficial burns. Closed method, with dressings done to soothe and protect wound, to reduce pain and as an absorbent. Tangential excision, skin grafting will be there. If any burns, it's deeply means burns are in deeply, we must go for skin grafting within 48 hours with less than 25% of burns. And main management are definitive management, maintain airway, breathing, circulation. We have to, if the person is in severe condition or serious state, we must do CPR. CPR means cardiopulmonary resuscitation or airway breathing and circulation. In CPR, we must do 30 compressions and 2 breaths, or any sedations and analgesia. Analgesia means treat pain. Assessment of percentage, degree and type of burn, and accordingly fluid management. And chemoprophylaxis means the treatment which are given to the patient: tetanus toxoid TT injection and antibiotics and local antiseptics to prevent infection. And Ryle's tube insertion initially for aspiration and later for feeding. Okay, these are the management. First one, ABC, airway, breathing, circulation, and after that any analgesia or sedation, And after, fluid management, because so much of fluid will be lost in that burn. So we are correct the fluid, we must need fluid management, the patient need fluid. And after that, TT injections and antibiotics and local antiseptics, Ryle's tube insertion initially for aspiration of the fluid and later, and it is useful for feeding purpose also. This is the burns. What is burns? Mainly, burns is defined as a wound caused by exogenous agent leading to coagulative necrosis of the tissue. That means if any burns occurs deeply, the tissue will be damaged. So blood circulation will be stopped. So unable to circulate the blood to the overall body. So it may be chances, if severe burns means the person may leads to death or leading to coma. It is in serious state. And after that, causes thermal burns, chemical burns, electrical burns, cold burns, sunburns, radiation. And after that, rule of 9 degrees of burns: first degree, second degree, third degree. In first degree, superficial layer of the skin will be affected, and after that, in second degree, only epidermis and dermis will be affected. In third degree, it is severity of the burn, whole skin will be damaged. That means epidermis, dermis and subcutaneous fat, and it goes to the muscle and bone also. And management. Okay, once you go through it, burns,